Hi guys, I'm back and this is my top 10 DLC or storyline wishlist for Tekken 7. Now, Tekken 7 is going to be released on 3 platforms: PC, PS4 and Xbox One. The first thing I'd like to see is vast customization. So like wings, horns, outfits like Tekken Tag Tournament 2 had. That hands down had one of the best customization in games I've ever played with. Or something like Tekken 5 customization where you could add the horns or the wings. The customizations in them games were awesome. I didn't really like Tekken 6 customization, that was horrific. You could hardly just about do anything with it and it wasn't that good. The colours were dull, it was just absolutely boring. But one of Namco's games that I do like that also had good customization was Soul Calibur 5. That game had amazing customization. I thought like the way you could make your own character and the outfits that it had, it was a very good combination all in one. And I'd like to see all of them implemented in Tekken 7 as I feel it will just fit the game very well for the characters and the new characters we see. Like Lucky Chloe, Gigas, they can all have something unique to them, or if Jin has a certain customization or laws, you can put it on them and it will fit them. It would just look very nice, and I feel like the unisex customization, clothes, outfits, armor, everything will just fit this game nicely. Second thing I'd like to see, and this is one of the main things I'd like to see because this is like this should have been the first thing that I said actually, is game modes. Now, when I talk about game modes, I mean game modes that we saw in Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. That game on PS2 had, on PSP, that had wicked game modes. And other games like Mortal Kombat, they have game modes too. So I'm just going to list off some game modes or ideas you could implement. You can comment some down below, but this is just something that I'd like to see. 1. Like a 20-second timer battle. So the battle lasts for 20 seconds. The character, the person with the most health, wins. And these game modes could be implemented in 2 ways. One through offline and one through online. The offline one could be played with you and a mate, you and a sibling, just 2 controllers, that's all you need to play it. The next one could be online, so if you're doing a 20-second timer or something, that could be done online too. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's no point putting a feature in the game and leaving it for offline purposes or online purposes when it can be used for both. Another type of thing is like a combo chain. So in practice mode, there's a feature where you can put on so you can see what buttons you press for combos you do. Now, if the game sets its own combos and you have to meet it, that would be another fun game mode, because then not only does it put a challenge, it makes you know your character better and it's able for you to perform better using that character because now you know the combos. Something that Mortal Kombat did well was in Mortal Kombat Deception, where they've had Mortal Kombat Chess. That was an amazing addictive game. Now you could play chess using your characters and you could move around, and there was features like resurrection, or you could teleport them. It was amazing. Now I know Tekken doesn't really merge with all that teleportation business, but if you could find your way of Tekkenizing it, then it would be good. Or there was the brick breaker thing where like you spam the button really hard and break the objects. So they break the skull, break the brick, they break the table, everything. Game modes is what I think will keep this game alive for more than just a few weeks or months of Tekken 7's release. I feel like this will change it. Another thing I'd like to see, number 3, is the return of old characters like Olga, Michelle, Bob. I'd like to see them in the form of Easter eggs. So in the background of Tekken Tag Tournament 2, on the stages, there was Easter eggs of characters, there was martial law flying around, there was loads of Easter eggs in the background. I'd like to see something like that with the characters like Slim Bob, because he is my favourite character. I used to play with him all the time on Tekken Tag Tournament 2 online. But maybe they could be implemented in other ways. So like a game mode, you could have them being your mentor for like the combo chainer, or just something like that. I'd want to see them, because they're not playable in the Tekken roster that's coming up. I'd like to see them be cameoed or shown in another way that maybe we can get a little hands-on with the characters and just feel what they're like again. Number 4, I'd like to see the online matchup be more accurate and better. So what I mean by that, if you're a beginner in the game and you're versing a 4th dan or a 5th dan, it's not really fair. It's going to mess you up. You're not really going to want to play online because you're going to be versing all these professional players and you're not really going to advance. You're probably going to get to like 8th Caillou and then you're just like what? There's really no point because you've gone through 20 matches and only won 2. But another thing I'd like to see in online too is like game modes. So like as I mentioned previously, the game modes would work well and online. It would just keep the game alive. The thing I want with Tekken is self-preservation. I want the game to stay and not just kill itself by having slow DLCs, so like slow release dates every flipping 6 months. I want the game to stay alive, and I would like the server speeds to be increased too, coming in at number 5, because I know there's nothing much they can really do about this, but I want the servers to be more cleaner, so that's less lag or people just disconnecting out of nowhere. I would like the whole system to be just run smoother. I like the whole online to be refurbished just differently, so everything is placed differently and it's more, what's the word for it, like efficient and better to use. Now I'd like something that kept the game relevant more than just the Mishima beef and the bloodline stuff. I'd like to see a Tekken Within for like the Nina and Anna beef. So in Tekken 5 there was a Tekken Within with Jin, just starring him, where he would run around. It was a free roam and he would go on a journey. Now I'd like to see that with the rivalry of Nina and Anna, as they're 2 characters that only Nina is in the game and Anna isn't. The die-hard Anna fans, they could get a chance to be able to play with her or verse against her, as there's the rivalry and people would like to see that. But I think people like to see that anyway. It's something I would like to see in the game, definitely. With all these game modes, it has to be profitable. Now, a way Namco could make it profitable is in-game currency. Now, let's say you're playing with Tekken Timer and you die. So that's the thing I was talking about earlier with the 20 seconds. Let's say you die and you want to restart, but from back where you did. Let's say it would cost 20 Tekken coins. Now, that is a way you could implement features like that into a game. Now, the way they could make profit from it is microtransactions. So for 100 Tekken coins, it's £1. For like 10,000, it's £5. If they do it like that, that's a way for them not just putting all this hard work into nothing. More than making paid DLCs, you could just do this, and this is another way you can generate profit. Coming in at number 8, I want there to be an end to the Mishima feud. So all this drama they have going on, I want there to be an end. Either someone dies or the bloodline gets destroyed. I want something to happen to finalize all what these previous Tekkens have been working up to. Alongside that though, I want a loophole. So let's say Jin dies. They probably wouldn't make Jin die, but let's say Jin dies, right? I want there to be a loophole that in the end or something, the Devil Jin brings him back to life and it brings him back more powerful. The fact that he died could make him more a vengeful character. We're gonna see a more savage side of Jin that we haven't seen before. A loophole, something to keep the franchise running. Something alongside more in-depth relationships with the other characters. So like Steve and Nina, King and Armored King. What I've done is decided to merge 8 and 9 together because I think it works nicely. I think if you end the Mishima beef but have loopholes, but also expand on the other characters in the game and bring their dramas and their feuds into the storyline and put it all together, I feel like this will be a very good start and lead on to other Tekken games that you could do. So with Tekken 8 maybe you could have something going on with Zhao Yu and Jin. Now the last thing, number 10, I'd like to see is just to keep the game entertaining, keep the game rolling. I wouldn't want to see content released every 6 months, or just even if it is going to be released, something dead. Now I know there's going to be 2 characters coming in from 2 other games Now, I'm not sure who they're gonna be, but here's my ideas of the 2 characters that I personally would like to see included in Tekken and other games. One I'd like to see is Rog from Dead or Alive 5. Now he is a character that I just like. I feel like his abilities and I'm not sure if he would be much relevant to the game really, with any storyline, but to just have him in the game and to be able to use his abilities and play with him, that is a character I would definitely like to see in Tekken. Another character I'd like to see is Baraka, because he is something new. He is completely new and he's from Mortal Kombat. And the reason I'd like to see him because he could bring something different to the Devil Gene or whatever gene he could hold, and that could be the catalyst for loads and loads of new Tekken storylines. And I feel like them 2 characters would be a great addition. Tell me what DLC updates or things you have for your wish list you would like to see in the game, and tell me how I could have improved this video or what I've missed. Thanks for watching.